aktivitātes vai jebkādu veidu šādu uzbrukumu neapšaubām ietekmē ne tikai pašu reģionu, bet ietekmē mūs visus kaut.
Thank you very much, Edgars, for the very warm welcome. I'm really very happy about this visit, an official visit to Latvia, which aims at making a new contribution, a new effort to further, develop and deepen the traditional, good, very friendly relations between Armenia and Latvia and between the people of Armenia and Latvia. I always remind myself, and it came up very often in our conversations, that we have a strong sentiment towards each other, sentiment of peoples who are very determined about their freedom and independence, and we have been supporting each other consistently on our movements, in our movements for freedom and independence, and that is a very important foundational sticking point. As nation states, we have a good record of relations and cooperation. I'm very honored and very privileged with a very warm welcome in Riga this time. I am very grateful for the very interesting and important meetings I had with the President of Latvia, with the President of the Parliament of Latvia, with the Vice Prime Minister and Minister of Defense of Latvia. We have a very vibrant and very engaging parliamentary friendship group, which has also welcomed me. And today we have a very extensive day with my colleague and friend, the Minister of Foreign Affairs. And I once again thank you very much, Edgars, for this opportunity. We have covered extensively our bilateral agenda, and we do see very good potential for further expanding the boundaries of our bilateral relations. I think we have that there is a strong sense of common shared values in our relations, in our bilateral relations is very important, but also the rationale and the way in which we develop our nations, our economies. The smart development concept is very strong for both of us, and as governments, we're aiming at providing the necessary platforms for our actual operators in these fields to come closer together and to explore the ways in which they might want to work together. We have our own experience to share and offer in creative education, in the innovation sector, in IT sector. We have agricultural sector, which we hope will continue to be of interest, and again we would want to expand it. I mentioned that we have an impressive wine industry in Armenia, which might find its way to the markets in Latvia, and we all know that we have some reputation for that in brandy, but our wines have been quite impressive as well. And it's not, of course, limited to only that. We have also discussed extensively the way in which we can expand our cooperation in the field of education. And there are also very good opportunities in that. Culture has been and remains a very important medium of bringing our people closer together. I'm really glad that in 2 days' time, Riga will have the opportunity to celebrate the 150th anniversary of the Armenian composer Komitas with the performance of the liturgy of Komitas. And I'm really very grateful for that welcoming spirit of the Armenian culture and civilization here in your country, and that is an important bridge of bringing people together and respecting each other, respecting our respective cultures. I'm also looking forward to see more of the wonderful Latvian cultural experience in Armenia. It is very well known in Armenia, and we're of course very much looking forward to see more of that. We also mentioned, Edgars mentioned the presence of some Armenian investment. We are course, looking forward to more investment from Latvia in Armenia. But I would also want to thank the government of Latvia, as I did during our meetings, for that spirit in which our compatriots, a welcoming spirit, in which our compatriots, the citizens of Latvia of Armenian origin, find themselves here in Latvia. I was very moved to see the beautiful church, the Armenian church here in Riga, and the Latvian citizens of Armenian origin. They are both dedicated patriots of Latvia, as citizens of Latvia, and they are very proud bearers of their identity as Armenians, and in their activity, in their life, they have a big contribution in bridging and bringing our peoples closer to each other in the spirit of friendship. We have also discussed the reform area. We in Armenia were a government which enjoys a very strong mandate from our public following the Velvet Revolution of April and May 2018. And our determination has not to deliver, and the responsibility. That mandate brings a huge responsibility to deliver on our commitments for the reform and improvement of our country, for further deepening the reforms. We have discussed that as well, and of course some interesting experience on both sides that we would certainly want to share and to hear each other. We of course discussed regional issues that represent both challenges and opportunities. We have, of course, I shared with Edgars our approaches, our views on the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict, shares and views on the security threats that we have in our region, including from the western dimension of our border. Then we spoke about, of course, I heard Edgars about their approaches on regional affairs here. We have a good understanding of each other, and I think a good determination to work together towards, in a way that we can, we can be helpful to each other in a way that it's an effective and positive contribution to our respective security concerns. Then European Union, of course, is a very important platform of cooperation between Armenia and Latvia. I'm very grateful for the very, very strong support that we have from Latvia on many issues of our work with the European Union. You know that the legal foundation of our relationship is the Comprehensive and Enhanced Partnership Agreement, which gives us an opportunity of expanding our cooperation in many fields: political dialogue, political and security dialogue, freedoms and justice, and a broad area of sectoral cooperation and regulatory approximation. Here, we are very appreciative of the support from Latvia. We also discussed the importance of visa liberalization dialogue, and we are aiming at the start of this dialogue, and very much rely and thank Latvia for the continued support on this as well. Many other issues of global affairs have also been discussed. In our region, we have our own challenges on this. The present developments, of course, we cannot ignore, and those were also matters that we touched upon during our meeting today. It's an ongoing dialogue, and I just reiterated that I'm very keen to reciprocate this very warm hospitality and welcome Edgars in Armenia at some point not too far from today. Thank you very much.
Ministrs kungiem, paldies. Press briefings beidzies.